Alright, so today's video is a continuation of Jack's, I'm gonna say, relaxed week. So today's video, I'm actually gonna talk more about the possible FD stuff that's coming up. And I'm also gonna show you guys, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit and show you guys some hobby stuff. So recently we picked up couple of drift cars that we're going to be playing around with. We've been playing around with, and I just want to share them with you because I always like RC stuff. I know you guys like the RC content, and in this case it's something that I haven't covered yet on this channel, and I think it's pretty cool, so we're going to talk about it a little bit. So if you're into RC stuff and you're into the rotary stuff, stay tuned. If not, tune out. Another video for you. But for this one, let's talk. So what we have here is, this one is an HPI car that we had for a long time at the shop, and I went ahead and just got her running again, charged the batteries up, and I've been doing these. Drift cars are very, very simple machines compared to like the racing stuff. So with the racing stuff, I mean, it's crazy how what levels of technology they're implementing now, suspension-wise and motor-wise, speed controllers, tuning, you name it, it's insane. So with the drift cars, it's really simple because they don't need a lot of power. They just need to be able to break loose, and you just need to be able to control it. So I would say the control system is the most important. This is a very basic setup. It's all the factory stuff from HPI. You can see the HPI receiver, HPI speed control, a brushed motor, not even brushless, and I'm even using nickel metal hydride batteries. I'm not even using anything special for this. So you can upgrade this thing crazy, which I plan to do, or you can leave it stock and just drift it as is. But you know me, I won't leave it stock. I will do more stuff. The thing with this is it's all plastic. You can see it's got plastic drive shaft, chassis is all plastic. There's nothing heavy duty about this at all. So it's not gonna handle too much power or abuse for that matter. But it is fun for what it is. And if you've got a couple bucks, you can pick one of these up. I think these things are under 200 bucks for a set, and it comes with a radio. This one specifically, maybe more at the time, but you know, for what we're working with now, is a different one. This is a newer version, I was gonna say, of a cheap drift car. This is under 150 bucks. You can find these online. You can find this on eBay. It's not bad. So what you have here is basically the same thing, 10th scale body shell, usual stuff there. But this is a little more heavy duty. This has a metal brace that runs across the top. It has a metal drive shaft, which I think is really cool. Still a brushed motor. Still, the rest of the electronics are iffy. It does have a metal cased servo, which is pretty cool. Not sure how heavy duty that is, but it is better than plastic case one in my opinion. And I believe it has metal gears. It does feel pretty sturdy, pretty precise. I don't think it's a digital servo or anything like that, but you can kind of see. Let me see if we can zoom in on that. I can't really read that, but got something going on there. I'm sure you could look that up if you wanted to. But either way, this is a really good setup. Comes with the drift wheels and tires, which is really sweet. Also has, you know, fake brake rotors, which look really cool. So you could use this type of chassis, and this is all-wheel drive as well. You could use this type of chassis to set up a nice looking scale setup if you get a nice body with lights and all that good stuff. My honest to God impression of this car, much higher quality than the HPI, honestly. The HPI unit is all plastic, feels flimsy, feels cheaper. This thing feels more solid. The composite of the chassis is a lot stiffer. The shock tower is a little bit better. I mean, the design is obviously more racy. It has A lot of adjustments for suspension, oil-filled shocks, which is really cool, and they're all adjustable. The HPI one, not oil-filled shocks, definitely just some springy junk, and it still gets the job done. They both drift, I would say, equally as well, but I'm sure that this one has more potential. That being said, I really want to get into the two-wheel drive drift cars. So a buddy of mine, his name's Chuck, he is I'm gonna call him a pro level two-wheel drive drifter. He turned me onto another chassis that I will be picking up sometime shortly, and I'm gonna do a real good scale two-wheel drive build. Those two-wheel drive cars actually have gyros built into them to control it, to help it stay in line a little bit better, and they drift at a slower pace. That's more scale. It looks a lot better. The all-wheel drive cars, they don't have the scale look because they are drifting at a little higher pace. They got four wheels going, and it's hard to explain, but it's just not as natural or fluid looking as the two-wheel drive cars. If you check out some videos, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about, and you'll understand what I mean by that. But another difference too in this one, you can see it's a lot of adjustable suspension. Metal axles as well, which is, I just noticed that's really cool. This one's got plastic axles, and this is just going to be more prone to failure. So again, price point on this thing really good, 150 bucks. Go on eBay, comes with a radio, comes with your little standard 2.4 gigahertz run-of-the-mill China radio, which is plenty. It's got good adjustments on it. It's got dual rates. It's got trims, and it's got reversing too for the servos in case you're running it on a different setup. This is a good package. Really happy with that. So that's the RC stuff. I'm charging up a battery right now. I'll throw a little content in here so you can see how they drift, and hopefully some of you guys that are drifting RCs can help me out too. Send me some cool shit. Get me set up with what I need to really build a nice scale two-wheel drive drifter. And here's another cool little thing that we've been playing with. I think this is really sweet. This is a little rotary, changing subjects now. This is a little rotary model, a see-through rotary model. You can see the rotors inside as they turn, and it's motorized. So it actually does turn and do some cool stuff. I'll put a little clip in there of it running. The batteries in this thing are getting dead. But put a little clip in there. We had to build the whole thing. This is made by Minicraft Models. If you want one of these, again, check it out on eBay. It's a pretty nice little, as I break it, it's a nice little thing to have if you're into the rotary stuff. Even has ignition leads that work, which is really cool. You can see them light off while it's turning. So on the subject of rotaries, let's talk about the FD. So I have located an FD, and as you guys know, I've been talking about this stuff. I got big plans, big plans coming for that. Stay tuned. The FD's coming from Japan. Hopefully it's as good as I hope, and I'm expecting it sometime around January. These cars take a while to ship. So found an FD, long story short. Really excited to get back into the FD because as I described to you guys before, FDs were my teeth cutting. That was the big deal for me. I love RX-7s. I've loved rotary stuff. I've never been out of rotary. I had a problem with my rotary setup in the FD that led me to go to an LS2 swap. I'm past that. I got plans. You guys know how I am. You know what I'm able to do, and hopefully this build knocks your socks off and knocks mine off as well, because I really want a forever car out of this, and I think we're gonna have that. So hopefully you guys like the idea, and I'm sure you will. The car is gonna be great. I'll put up more content when it gets closer to that time, but in the meantime, let's stick with the RC stuff and two-wheel drive drift machine. Give me some comments. Tell me what you think. What do you think I should build? And what should I use? I really want to know, and I want to do a really cool car. So let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.